Hi, I'm Kevin,
I'm Enrico.
and we are posting a video to the It Gets Better project that Dan Savage has created. Awesome project.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Dan. It does. It gets better. High school sucks. It's a significant part of your life right now, obviously, but
but
it's
a
very
small
small
part.
part. And we've all been there. We've all been there. I was tortured in high school. Every single day I was called a faggot. I used to dress really, I used to love dressing up, and wearing really fun, cool stuff. And it was the 80s. God knows. Let's hope that fashion never comes back. But I really loved to wear really fun clothes. And every day, walking down the hallway, called a faggot. You know, um,
It's
gym, nightmare, absolute nightmare. Hated gym. I never
it's
thought it would
treatment.
end.
It's treatment that I didn't receive so much in high school. A lot because I let the bullying that I saw happen to other kids frighten me into the closet, further into the closet, so
Mm-hmm.
far that I didn't even admit my own truth to myself. I hid from it and carried that shame and the secret for a long time, and I regret that. I regret letting the bullies affect me so much that I hid who I was for so long. And I also regret not standing up for the kids that I saw being bullied. I regret that to this day. So it affected me too. Bullying affects everyone, I think, even people who are not the targets. It's an intimidation tool, and it's horrible, um, and it's shameful. And I know for myself, I think we're really proud to be able to share this, that it gets better. We got better. Things got much, much better for us. Um, and yeah, um, we've been together 13 years, which is amazing. And we're very, very happy. Um, we met in Seattle, Washington, not the place where we were born. We both came from sort of small towns. I was born in Phoenix, Arizona, which is not a small town, but it has a very small town mentality, or it can. I was born in a very traditional, conservative, Catholic, Mexican Catholic family. So there were no other gay people in
And
the
I was
family.
born in a very
Yeah.
conservative Irish Catholic family, so you
Also,
know,
no gay people, right?
no gay people. I mean, I had nobody to look at aside from God, really Paul Lynn on Hollywood Squares. And he was funny and a screaming queen. And there was nobody to sort of look at as someone who was normal, so to speak. But I thought about killing myself a lot in high school. I really, really, I was so tortured. I thought, is this what it's going to be about? Like truly? But I got out and I graduated and I traveled and I met wonderful, awesome people, and ended up in Seattle. And Rico and I met one night in a bar, and
I'd been there 2 weeks, so I was fresh.
he was fresh meat, and I had been there. God, what, 4 years, I think, right? Something like that. And I, you know, I honest to God, that night we met, I immediately thought, oh my God, this guy is just too nice for me because I'd been with so many guys who were not, who were as tortured as I was. But you know, when I met Rico, everything seemed to gel. And we both supported each other and loved each other, and you know, um, here we are 13 years later. And we're both doing really well. Rico has a really good job. I left my career midterm, and I'm back in school right now, getting my nursing degree. And it's just our families are wonderful. They're supportive and loving.
Although it didn't start that way, I think it's
No,
important to um, factor in if you are LGBTQ and you're dealing with families that don't accept you or that you're afraid to come out to, that it's a process for them the same way it's a process for us, right?
absolutely.
13 years ago when I met Kevin, I was out to my mother and my brother, and that was it. I was so afraid to tell anyone else in the family, but the presence of Kevin's love and his family, his family had already gone through a process of learning to come to terms
God, yeah.
with.
Mom wouldn't let. She said no one gay could call the house. I'm like, God, what does that mean? And they were both really upset. Ironically, my dad was actually much more open to it than my mother. He thought it was a phase. Um, so I by the time I met Rico, my family was very, accepting of who I was. So
Well, the presence of that love and that acceptance for me encouraged me to come out to the rest of my family, and all sorts of stuff that I never ever thought was possible. I never thought that my 70 plus year old, very conservative Catholic grandmother, who is amazing and a diva, and I love her, and she's amazing,
makes the
would
best Mexican food you'll ever eat in your life.
she's just that she would ever be able to love love a gay man, and now she calls him her curly top. And every time I talk to her, she says, "Pull his little curlies for me." So it's possible.
It is possible. My
All
mom,
things are
my
possible.
mom just passed away in May, and we were all in the room with her. Rico and me and all my siblings and their spouses
All her
and
grandchildren.
all her grandchildren and her siblings and her husband, and it was a beautiful, beautiful moment. And I can guarantee you, no one was thinking, "God, Kevin's gay." So it really it's just going to get better. I promise you, it's going to get better. It's such a short period of your life. And although it feels so dramatically impactful, it is going to get better. I swear to God, it's going to get better. And just a note on the God thing, I came to find out really, really my own sort of journey with that is I came to find out that I was always taught that we're made in the image and likeness of God. And I've come to realize that actually God made me and he made me gay. So, that's a really cool thing. Um, and there's someone out there for you, someone who's going to want to support you and love you and see you be the best that you can be. Rico and I have been together for 13 years, and I can't imagine my life without him. So,
Me neither.
it's really going to get better. I promise.
It gets bigger. All the good stuff gets bigger.
Yeah.
And all the good stuff. It's amazing. I'm so grateful for all the things that we've gotten to do together.
Yeah.
All the things that I've been able to learn about myself, that we've learned about us,
Yeah.
as a group. We've traveled. Um,
We're just a regular couple, who happens to be fabulously gay. So, chin up, chin up. You're a strong son of a bitch. And stand on your own 2 feet. You're gonna be okay.
you can do this. It definitely, definitely gets better.
Absolutely. All right.
Is that it?
Yep, that's it. Bye.